My thing stopped recording last time, but yeah, so this is gonna be just walking through YubiKey Authenticator and how to kind of set up a website. I'm gonna set up an account. So basically, yeah, this is a desktop app, YubiKey Authenticator. This also has an iPhone app. Basically you can download it wherever you're using your stuff. So kind of this is your 6-digit tokens and everything. So I'm going to walk through using this to set up a login.gov. And if we do, so boom, I'm just going to, again, just going through the whole process. Let me get that email. Well, there it is. So, boom, I'm gonna confirm my email. Okay, obviously everyone here is using LastPass. If not, you can just do so yeah, I don't need to know what that is. So boom, continue. Okay, boom. So I now have that. I can delete this account. So I'm gonna walk through. So few things on authentication codes. There are a few different types that you can use. Your YubiKey is your security key. You're obviously gonna want that. Your authentication application, that's a 6-digit token. And then also, I always get the backup codes, but again, you want to save these in a safe place. Again, this is our super secret note app. And you can use SMS and stuff, but I wouldn't recommend it because that is also pretty open to bad things. So I'm just going to have those and boom. So you can name this YubiKey. This is your authentication app. Sorry, this is like so this is your YubiKey authentication app. If you notice, so this is a more upfront version of it, but a lot of times when you're setting up two-factor or multi-factor authentication, it's going to say, at the bottom below the QR code, it's going to say can't scan code. You're going to want to click that, and what it's going to do is going to show a string of characters just like this. That is important because what that is like the backup of the backup. So if you ever lose your YubiKey or want to set this up or whatever, you can do that. You'll never use this code to log into the site, but it allows you to set up additional applications. So I'm just going to put that there, and you want to save this obviously in a very secure and safe place because anyone who has this code can get those 6-digit time tokens to log into the site. Now, fun thing about YubiKey Authenticator. So you go in here, you're gonna start up the app, it's gonna come straight to this page. Go up here, click Configure YubiKey, and it's gonna say, all this stuff, don't worry about anything here. You're gonna click Add Account. Now, this is one thing I love. Once you save this code here, because remember you're not gonna be able to get this in a second. You can manually enter this stuff, or if there is a QR code, just click Scan QR code. It does require some permissions, like accessibility permissions. It'll prompt you when you install the app, but now everything is filled in. And if you notice that token, that secret key right there, is a match to the secret key there. Now, you can click Require Touch here, and what that means is you have to touch your YubiKey physically to enable it. Now, if you just leave it plugged in, you're good. But basically, to get the 6-digit token, you will have to touch your YubiKey. I don't usually have that on, but you can choose so. So save, and boom. So now I have my YubiKey, my login.gov code. So I'm going to go in here, enter that code before the time runs out, and boom. And it's going to ask you, get backup codes. I like to keep them because, again, you store these in a safe place. And boom, so now you'll hopefully never have to use them, but like I keep mine in a safe if you ever need them and you lose access to everything. So again, you don't want to lose these either, because this is, anyone with these codes can get in and it's going to be authenticated. So just don't lose these, or let those get out. So continue there, and now it's going to add for a YubiKey. So basically this is just your YubiKey. Give it a name. If you have multiple YubiKeys, this helps. YubiKey fundos, continue, and now it's going to ask you to touch. So I'm going to go in here and touch, and now I have my authentication app, my security key, and the codes. So just to kind of demo this, we're going to go, actually I don't know why I'm doing that, 3 Ys, boom, log in, and it's going to, and if it's going to ask you for your security key, you can use another authentication method, and you have those, obviously the ones we just did. I'm going to use security key because that's better, and use security key, touch, and you're in. And one more time, just to like do the full thing. 3 Ys, sign in. We're going to use another method. We're going to use authentication app. It's going to ask us for a code, and we're going to use that code. Hopefully I can get it in before the time runs out. Submit, and boom, we're in. So yeah, that's kind of a quick walkthrough. It does also have, not many places have these yet. WebAuthn, it's another type of authentication. And again, you can toggle the applications in this, in YubiKey Authenticator, the same way that you can with YubiKey Manager. If you have multiple YubiKeys, you will see them, I'll just plug one in now. So if you have multiple YubiKeys, you can switch between them. So it's kind of a nice, it allows you to have multiple plugged in at a time. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask the Loving Security channel.